When I started Cath Kidston, I planned for it to be an interior shop, and I had a terrible accident. All my fabric from Eastern Europe arrived made up into duvet covers and pillowcases. I obviously couldn't sell it all, so I chopped it up and made it into product. The best things come out of happy accidents. My decorating style was definitely very influenced by my childhood, also by my family homes. Like my granny had a beautiful house that had rooms that John Fowler had done. Got more interested in design. I did a brief spell at art school. I landed this most incredible job working for Nicky Haslam. He's a very kind, generous person, and you learn so much if you're interested from an early age. And I think one of the biggest influences on my design work are all those memories that I banked. Love houses that reflect the owners and have integrity to them. I've collected a lot of pictures over the years. Since I was 18, I've been mad about buying and looking for pictures. And I bought things from junk shops and then, really just junky things, followed by some investments. This picture, which I really love, this print, by Ellsworth Kelly, and I love the graphicness of it, and I love red. It's one of my favourite pictures. I put this lovely fireplace in from Jam, and I luckily found these lovely old Delft tiles. I found this armchair on Etsy, and I asked the guy to just cover it in calico with nails. And then I put these two pieces of old French ticking from Catherine Pole just thrown over the chair. Really nice being on the ground floor, looking out on the garden, nice light room. Down the other end here in the kitchen, I've made things a bit more contemporary. Douglas fir floor, very simple modern floor, which kind of keeps the whole room light. And we had a lovely joinery company called Suffolk and Essex Joinery, who made us these units. And I think it's beautiful how they've even lined up the wood, so everything matches. They're incredible joiners. My taste in pictures seems to change, and at the moment I'm very into looking at all these old engravings and the workmanship. It's so incredible. Tend to organise the rooms into colours. This room was really that sort of pinky lilac theme. My friend Colin Orchard, he designed these beds. I had to choose in a hurry a colour, got my raw paint chart out and went for bright red. When it arrived, I was a bit overwhelmed, and now I'm really happy with it. I really like it. Also had a collection that we found over the years of these Ramiro Fernandez size pictures. And the set that I've got here are the story of the Garden of Eden. It was a huge purchase. It's that thing, when you're doing up a house and you have a budget, and it's cooker or pictures, and you go pictures and then worry about the cooker later. For me, it's really important if a bathroom can have a window, so I always choose a room where there's natural light. It's nice for me to have space for furniture in the bathroom, to have a chair, a rug, not have everything built in, little table by the bath. Plants in the bathroom is like a big tick for me. Have my geraniums here, and pictures on the wall. So it's treating it really like an ordinary room. It's so nice in the bathroom not to have overhead light. These little lights, which Rosie DeRoog made me the custom frames with my fabric, but they're great to have to be able to have a lamp by the bath. It's literally the solution for bathroom lighting, I think. So we're up on the top floor of the house in the guest bedroom, and I like that feeling of being high up and a bit sunny up here. And so having started the yellow wallpaper theme, a pattern from my Joy Print studio, little seaweed pattern, I then found this lovely old quilt, lovely new lampshades on my old lamps. One of my favourite places to find things is still going to Lily Road in Fulham. There's one place called Andrew Buick, so this yellow chest of drawers would have come from there. The other thing in this room are the geraniums. When I launched my Seattle products, we had a whole load of beautiful paper geraniums made. It really makes a room having the plants in here. Aren't they beautiful? Welcome to the basement of our house where we have our sitting room. This room, there's an extension to it, which I'm standing in now, with a skylight, which we built on. And then we knocked through into what was the old kitchen of the house and made a double room. We found this beautiful picture by Oisin Byrne. It came from an exhibition that he had at Connolly. They have some fantastic shows there. Nice to have a drink tray. It's really welcome for people if you have the space, isn't it? And then this end, this table is really my desk. Chipboard table my friend Joseph made, and we play cards here. I love having a cards evening. So I think a house that isn't full of books doesn't feel like home. Okay, these are my pile of geranium books I've been collecting. Love that cover. So this is the cosy end of the sitting room, where we watch TV, and I think of it more as a nighttime room because I'm usually here in the evening, but I wanted it to be full of colour and lovely bright pictures and so on. I've got a very colourful rug I started with that I got at the local auction, and from those colours I kind of built the room. I really like layering up prints, so here I've got the blankets. These cushions are old friends from Mollymarn. And then coming over here on the sofa, I went for this Blythefield, very, very gentle Peggy Angus fabric, which I love. The telly is a work in progress. This is the thing I always debate with my husband, where we're going to put the telly. Of course, over the fireplace. And so I'm going to make something really beautiful to cover that with. The key driver for me is it's always tempting to follow trends when you're looking at doing a new house. And I just wanted it to have timeless bones. And then if I feel like changing the cushions or the pictures or things as time goes by, the house can evolve. I have a theory it takes 7 years for a house to feel really lived in. And I feel very settled in here.